they're just built for profit, and they're not actually useful for some, like a young family, like a young couple with a kid or something who want to move in. It's a tiny little one-bedroom flat. It might look quite cosy, but there's not storage or anything. But so yeah, there's not.
Yeah, it's like they build it like you can't call it a home. It's basically get as many people in.
There's beds.
Yeah, get the rent off them, and that's it. Basically, it's more about the quantity of people rather than the quality of the place.
And I'm seeing on the sign as well, like sort of investment properties.
Yeah.
Like all now. So that literally just for money. For profit.
So, how do you feel about think about the road or the block of flats or whatever, where you live? Are you? Someone said to you, are you in favour of more homes being built in that area? What would you say? Yes, no, maybe, depends.
No.
You say no?
Yeah. I think just literally put funding towards sort of the community, sort of build that up. Possibly, small businesses in my high road, for example. A lot of them are failing. I'm seeing a lot, getting shut down and things like that. Government funding needs to go towards that as well. To help that rather than just build the block of flats for profits. So, that's what I think.
Does anyone else? Would anyone be in favour of having some more homes built near them? Yeah.
I'm a Yimby though.
You're a Yimby. What's a Yimby?
Yes, in my backyard.
Yes, in my backyard. So why do you want more?
Because I just see that I think we need more homes to be built, not just for sale, for affordable rent, for social rent. And if you don't get any homes built, then none of those are going to happen. So in some ways, I know what I said about the developers before, like basically blackmailing councils to say that we're not going to build this, but I still think it's better than nothing. And I think there's been an assumption in the room that everyone's talking about to buy, but actually these places are still going to be there to rent, and there's still going to be people in them that can't afford them. Like, where are those people coming from if you're saying that it's not affordable? So it's still going to be helping people, even if it's not you to buy.
Does anyone else want to reflect on that? Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, I don't know. I was just thinking about the council schemes for renting.
Yeah.
But I could just imagine a private renter not wanting to go down that route because generally they get a cheaper rent. There's no rent control, so they get a cheaper rent. I think they'd also be worried about who was going in that flat. They wouldn't have any choice, but they'd still be liable for the upkeep of the flat. So if someone wrecks it,
then
I don't think. So I think a lot of people are put off by that scheme, probably.
Like, anyone else from that? If someone said we're going to build 100 homes on your road, so we sort of got you're not up for it. You think the support should be going towards local businesses and the high street. You'd be quite up for it. Does anyone else want to add? How it would make them feel?
I think I'd be pro that as long as it was actually more legitimate in terms of a fair proportion being actually affordable and it not being just about investment and making profits, and it was actually going to be helping the housing situation in the area.
I agree completely.
So again, it's sort of important what types of homes are being built, and that would massively affect how you feel about them. Basically, is that?
We're seeing that in Vauxhall at the moment. The amount of high rises going up in Vauxhall, but you just know they're going to cost $1 million upwards, and they'll probably be like a 1-bed flat or 2-bed flats.
So, sort of touching on this already. So why? Obviously, often when people propose that. Make a planning application to build some new homes. Lots of people oppose it for many of the reasons that you guys have set out here. What do people think are the main reasons that people are against house building? Why might you be against it? I guess you guys have already touched on it. Sort of the affordability, who the homes being built for. So I guess you say you're a Yimby, and not to put you on the spot, but I will a little bit. What do you think there are any good reasons for being opposed to? Do you think there are good reasons for being opposed to housing development?
I think when the infrastructure's not there, then I think that could be an argument. But I still think people use that as an excuse because they just don't want the hassle of new properties being built. They don't want. I think this is more homeowners. They don't want their property prices to decrease by loads of homes saturating a market. but and obviously, as long as the affordable quotas criteria are being met as well, and it's then that's a legitimate reason. But I think sometimes people use it as a bit of a crutch to hide behind.
What do other people think about that? Do you think people are sort of making up excuses, and do you think it's self-interested sometimes that people don't want new homes being built near them? They think it might affect their property prices. What do people think about that?
Sometimes, and people don't like sort of overcrowding as well.
Yeah.
Sort of in the communities as well. So some people don't really like that. They want to keep themselves to themselves, sort of. So.
I agree.
You agree?
I mean, if you had a house, like a nice house or something, and suddenly someone stuck a high rise behind it, if you're the homeowner, you wouldn't want that.
There's nothing you can do really.
And I guess the immediate follow-on to that is: do you think it's right in that situation that? Do you think the person should be able to say, "I really want this to go ahead"? Do you think they should be able to say that? What do you think about that?
I don't know if they get the choice.
No,
fair, but
I get. Sorry, the better question would have been: how do you feel about them saying, "I don't," objecting to it? Do you think it looks selfish, or do you understand?
Well, I understand both points of view. Like if you're looking for a house and you didn't have it, then you'd obviously want that to go up. If you live there and you've been used to living there for years and years, then you'd be very much against it.
Okay, and is it, this might just be a straight no, but has anyone here ever opposed a planning application? So, someone puts a notice up on the lamppost and you see that it's going to be going ahead and you've written into the council. Has anyone ever done that? I haven't personally. Just interesting to know. Okay.
I have.
You have? Okay.
But it was on my road, and it was 2 houses that are currently like an elderly people's home, and there was a plan to just convert the 2 houses into like 12 or 14 flats, but gave loads of information about what the flats were going to be like, but none about what was going to be happening for all the current residents.
Yeah.
So on those grounds, I objected to the conversion, rather than, I don't really oppose there being flats, but it was just that it was a bunch of elderly people being moved on without much say in it.
Okay.
I've actually just remembered I did oppose one.
Okay.
Once.
So it's 2 people, yeah.
So there was a yimby. But I used to live in a block of flats where I was on the top floor, and they were going to convert our shared roof terrace into more flats, and I opposed it because that was taking away the only communal space that we had and the only outdoor space that we had.
Sort of like the toilets.
Yeah, okay. And then, what was your experience of opposing it?
I wrote to the council online, I think it was, and it got approved anyway. I don't remember getting much response, if any. And then it never happened during all the time I lived there, and I lived there for another 3 or 4 years anyway, so I don't know if they just decided not to go ahead.
What was your experience?
Pretty similar. I mean, this was fairly recently. I'm pretty sure that the plans got approved, but I haven't heard anything back, so it's kind of, as far as I know, just falling on deaf ears. But
So you both of you didn't really feel that what you said had a massive amount of impact?
no. I'd actually forgotten about it. Just was
And how does everyone else feel? Do you feel that if you, and maybe your people that live on your road, clubbed together and together wrote in to oppose in your housing journey, do you think you would be listened to?
I think they're acting as if they're giving you a choice.
Okay.
It's sort of an invisible choice.
Yeah.
It's just literally just there for show. But really, there's no choice. They already made their mind up, and it's going to go through. So
and they
that's just
being,
my view.
who do you think's already, like the council?
Yeah, the council.
Yeah.
All the people that's invested in this. So I think it goes way above us. So.
You need an army of people and press behind it to make a big deal. Then that will start to get motion.
Yeah.
Having people just write in isn't going to change anything.
Yeah, you probably need that 90% probably of the whole that community to rally behind you, and I think most people will probably just be like, oh, there's no point because it's not going to happen, so just don't bother doing it. That's probably the barrier of doing it.
Do you think you do feel kind of